Jones, The Dial of Destiny. If you even think that this movie was not going to become a big flop, well, here we go. The movie's going to cost $295 million to make. We're just going to round it to $295 million when we talk about the box office of this movie when it eventually comes out. Because this movie is going to flop. It's going to lose money. Okay? People saying, but Indiana Jones, of course, it's going to, it's going to make money. No, it's not. Okay? It is not going to make money. Okay? It's not going to make money. We all know it isn't. This movie is going to flop. Look at the plot weeks of Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. The plot weeks of Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny is basically Indiana Jones gets replaced by some woman and basically replaces Indiana Jones in history. That is the plot weeks of this movie. And you think that because this movie needs to make around $740 million to break even. $740 million to break even at the box office. Okay? This needs to make $750 million to break even. It is not going to make $750 million. Okay? It's not going to make $750 million. It needs to break even. Okay? And yeah, this is one of the most expensive movies ever made. Not as expensive, of course, Avatar: The Way of Water, where it's costed $460. It's costed anywhere between $354 million, but many say it's costed around $460 million to make as well. It is number 8, which is, as well. And of course, Pirates of the Caribbean on Strange Society is the highest budget ever. Even though most likely the highest budget ever is probably Avatar: The Way of Water. Even though that movie still made $2 billion. It made $2 billion. Okay. And the movie needed to make $1 billion to break even. It did make $1 billion as well. Yeah, the budget for this movie ranges from $250 million for Avatar, okay, to $460 million. Which we use the median $400 million. This movie costs $400 million. That's the median between $350 to $460 million. And this movie, and this movie needs to make $700 million to make. Okay, the more expensive your movie is, the more money it needs to make. Same thing with John Carter. John Carter needed to make like $600 million to break even. $600 million to break even. Okay. And how much did the last Indiana Jones cost to make? And how much did the fourth movie make? $790 million. So if this movie does worse than Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, okay, the movie costed $185 million to make. Okay. And let's just say the movie makes like $750 million. Okay, not this movie, Dial of Destiny. Okay. Or like some people are saying this movie's gonna make $600 million. $650 million. The people are saying that this movie would be lucky to make $500 million. Okay, you're seeing a loss of $200 million. Okay. $200 million. We can look at the movies here that on that track here. You have movies that made a lot of money, Avatar and stuff. But look at Strange World. This is a movie that costed $450 million. Watched for only $6 million. I think it's around $68 million, made $68 million, but that movie barely improved this. Okay, 1,000 Years of Longing was a really expensive movie that no one watched. Here as well. Lightyear lost $285 million for Disney. So Disney is really taking a gamble with this movie. This movie makes like $600 million. Because we have a lot of movies here. Enchanto lost $120 million. Of course, that movie made up through Disney Plus sales. Blade Runner. You have Space Seven New Legacy, here as well. I did say you can request new movies on this list. Godzilla and the Monsters lost $76 million as well. Penguins of Madagascar is supposedly one of the most infamous flops of all time, gained $53 million. The Bad Guys gained $53 million. Northman lost $122 million as well. But something like Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny would be one of the biggest flops of I have tracked. Okay, Amsterdam lost $179 million. And Strange World was the biggest flop so far, with $384 million lost in the drain for Disney. Of course, it's not including Disney Plus sales, merchandise sales, stuff money gained from advertising as well, YouTube AdSense and stuff. But overall, Strange World was a massive failure, a massive flop, and this movie was a failure. Okay, in all regards. And Indiana Jones, I think, is going to join the list of $200 million flops. It is going to join the list of $200 million flops. Now, it's not going to gain much money. Okay, as well. It's not going to gain that much money. Okay, and you already have some pretty sizable flops this year. Plane. Okay, 80 for Brady. Okay, and some small flops like A Man Called Otto. Okay, as well. Those are the movies that we tracked so far this year that had actual budgets that weren't, tiny movies that are going to make like $2 million. Okay. This week we have Magic Mike's Last Dance coming out. Okay. Yeah, Magic Mike's Last Dance has really bad reviews. It also has a small budget of $47 million because they're using the median for this movie. But apparently Magic Mike's Last Dance has really bad reviews, which is no surprise because who asked for a Magic Mike movie? Oh wait, nobody. Okay. But again, how much of the last Magic Mike movies did? So the Magic Mike movies don't really make that much money. So let's just say assume it makes like $100 million. Well, $80 to $90 million. This movie will probably still make money at the end of the day. Okay. Especially with the Valentine's Day coming around. Oh, actually, the movie needs to make $170 million, so that means this movie's gonna flop. Magic Mike's Last Dance is gonna flop. But again, it's nowhere near as big as a flop as like 80 for Brady. Okay. And Plane. Plane's the biggest flop this year. Okay, lost $85 million. Okay. Movie Plane. Okay. Movie Plane, actually it's at 41 million, so we gotta update that then. We got update Plane. So the movie lost around $80 million currently. Okay. As well. Well, but Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, okay. I'm gonna update Puss in Boots too. Puss in Boots has an update for its sales as well. Where's Puss in Boots? Puss in Boots is at $376 million. So that movie made another $26 million. Okay. But again, Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny is not gonna make a lot of money. Okay? Or it's gonna lose money. Okay, my tracking is gonna make the movie's gonna make anywhere from $500 million to $800 million. Okay. Heck, it might even do. I think that's gonna be the range for this movie. Okay, if it makes even less, that's gonna be embarrassing for Disney. That's gonna be a Strange World level of flop. Okay, let's just say the movie made $400 million. Okay, and the movie needed to make $740 million. The movie's gonna lose $340 million. Okay, that's gonna be abysmal for Disney. But I don't think the movie's gonna make $400 million. But there's a strong possibility it will. Okay, but the movie needs to make bank literally to make money. Kind of like Avatar needed. Avatar needed to make $1 billion. It needed to make $1 billion, and it did make $1 billion. It made $2 billion actually. It doubled the amount it needed. Okay. Yeah, Avatar is at. We're gonna add $5 million to Avatar as well. But yeah. Now that's basically this video. So yeah, Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny is gonna fail. I think it is gonna lose money. Okay, it's gonna make anywhere from $600 million to $800 million. Even if it makes $800 million, that's a very small amount of money this movie is gonna make. Okay, the movie's gonna make less money than Megan. Okay, then Puss in Boots. Then, if it ends at $600 million, it's gonna lose $100 million. Okay, it's gonna lose more money than Black Adam lost for Warner Brothers. Okay, it's gonna lose more money than Amsterdam, but that's another Disney movie. But yeah, it's not gonna make a lot of money. Okay. It might make $1 billion, but given by the weeks of the movie, it's gonna flop. It's gonna bomb. It's gonna lose money. And that's basically this video. Goodbye.